Hi, family. I hope you're doing well. It's been so exciting being on this prayer journey with you. We have learned different practices of prayer. We've had our eyes and our hearts and our minds directed towards different avenues of ways that we can pray. And I hope that you have just enjoyed pursuing the presence of the Lord and that your heart has been softened towards things. You have heard the Lord speak. You have felt his love and his presence in new and exciting ways during this journey. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about, we've talked about praying the scriptures. We talked about praying for others. We've gone on prayer walks, but I'm going to take a broader one we often think about, but I think just making sure we highlight it. And as some of you know, I have a very deep love for our city. I have been here almost 12 years. I have worked in a lot of the neighborhoods, played in a lot of the neighborhoods, and thoroughly enjoy continuing to explore all that LA has. But we want to pray for our surroundings and specifically for this city that God has sent us to for this time and this place. And that we not only are the church, but we're the church in this city, and that our church and our belief and the way we pursue and live out our relationship with God has the context of this city and has the opportunity to be affected by the city, and the vice versa, that we, through our love, through the work of the Spirit in us, get to affect the city. So obviously one of the most infamous verses that you have all heard before, but I do want to ground us in it, is in that passage of Jeremiah 29, 4-7. So this is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says to those I carried into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon: build houses and settle down, plant gardens and eat what they produce, marry and have sons and daughters, find wives for your sons and give your daughters in marriage, so that they too may have sons and daughters and increase in number. Do not decease. Also seek the peace and prosperity of the city to which I have carried you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, because if it prospers, you too will prosper. And then, like the little caveat, again, it repeats, for this is what the Lord Almighty says. And I love that, and that the city of LA would just be something that we pray about and specifically pray for. That we would have, that it would be part of our rhythm, part of what is on our heart is to pray for our city, because the Lord hears that. He loves the people in the city of angels. He has a heart for this city, and that our hearts would be aligned with his hearts, and that we would pray for the prosperity and peace of the city. So just a few things to ground yourself, because sometimes it's like, this is very overwhelming. LA is a huge city. There's so many facets of it, but I just want to give you just a few things and few prayer points. And I think also, just as you drive around, like to turn off the radio, or Spotify, who listens to the radio anymore, but to look at what you see in the city. But just a few fun little facts to like put your head around, or to also pray about too in this city. So yeah, we're the most populous county in the United States. The LA metro area has about 13.1 million people, about 18.7 in the whole county. There are people from 140 countries with 224 languages represented. Downtown Los Angeles, I just learned this too, is like the largest government center outside of DC. So just all those buildings in downtown LA. If you've ever been there, go check it out. So a lot of government action going on. We have the busiest port down in Long Beach. We drove by the other day. I was like, this place is so crazy. I haven't been here in a long time. It's the busiest port in the Americas, taking in everything we like to buy. We're the second largest school district in America. LA has 18% of its population that lives in poverty. About 41,000 people are homeless. We know that is a very big issue here. So just thinking of some of the things in Los Angeles, we know homelessness is a huge issue. We know poverty is a huge issue. We know through LA has been home to multiple racial riots and some tension between police and people of color. We know that LA has just an interesting history with gentrification and putting freeways through neighborhoods. We know it has a housing problem, as all of us would love to buy houses here and can't really afford it. So those are like things that we can pray for as we look around. We want to pray for our elected leaders. We want to pray for the kids of LA. We want to pray that we have a sustainable solution on this side of heaven, right? For the homelessness. We want to pray for a beautiful blending of that diversity that's in Los Angeles. We want to pray for our neighbors, but we also want to pray for the big things. We have industries here that affect the entire world. Our entertainment industry gets distributed to the rest of the world. Our aerospace industry is distributed, and that technology to the rest of the world. We have universities where hundreds and thousands of students from all different countries are coming here. And so we just want to make sure that our relationship with God and our prayer life is, yes, it is about this individual personal relationship, but we are in the context of the city, that we are a people for the city, that we are praying for the city. And so I love talking about it. You could pray for your neighborhood, pray for local government, pray for schools, pray for education, pray for the industries, pray for the economy, pray for homelessness, pray for the nature and the healing of nature and the cleaning up of it. You can pray for families here. You can pray for what are we going to do with the tension with police. We can pray for so many things of this city. So I just want to encourage you, if you have ideas, if there's things I missed, if you would love to pray with me about the city, it's something I really care about. And that Soma is not just a church for us and a relationship with God, but Soma is a church for the city and the city. So I just pray that the Lord brings so many things to your mind, and we do just pray and hopefully anticipation for what he will do in this city of angels. Have a good day.